Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, there's going to be drinking. Look, there's going to be smoking. Look, there's going to be swearing. Look, you have been warned. So look, here I come in 3. Look, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome everybody, black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome, my name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, the greatest show on earth, the greatest show in the multiverse. Yes, yes it is. Greatest show in the multiverse. And look, we have a great show for you today. Bang! Yes, indeed. We got a juicy one. Oh, yeah, it's daggone juicy, this one. So look. We're going to talk a little about Chainlink. Chainlink is about to bring some randomness to EThereum. Now, it probably sounds a little silly what I'm saying, but I'm going to read it to you and I'll explain it to you. When I was a computer programmer, it's necessary. So we'll read that. And then, crypto hedge funds double in 2019. So PricewaterhouseCoopers, big mega auditing firm, one of the top 4 in the world, came out with their report that crypto hedge funds have doubled in 2019. We're going to read about that. And then ErisX, bang, to launch the first Ethereum futures contracts in America. I'm pretty sure, I think, in the world. And I'm going to show you why I think that's important. And I'm pretty sure you think you know why. Nah. I'm going to show you why I think this is important. And then we'll do the shout-outs and daily summary as usual. So let's proceed as we proceed. Bang! Let's head on over. Whoops. Didn't even open the page yet. Let's get this open. All right. No need to refresh. What are we working with here? What we got? Oh, that's right. The halving happened. What'd I tell you? Man, fuck all, man. Look, the only thing that makes an asset move up or down is, more buyers and sellers. Right? And so the fact that you stopped some miners from making as much as they used to, what does that have to do with the price of the shit that's mined already? Nothing. Right? Nothing. That's why I don't listen to these crypto sites. They don't know anything about economics and stuff. These guys don't know how markets work. Right? Like, oh yeah, when the market's crashing, that's good for Bitcoin. No, that's horrible. That's horrible. Big boys go risk off. They're not coming here. Yeah, risk off. This is the most riskiest stuff in the world. Yeah, risk off means no risk. So you definitely aren't coming to this space. Right? Don't listen to those crypto sites when they talk about the money part. Just listen to them when they talk about, the tech nerd part. It's a proof of this, a proof of that, or stake here, a stake there, or like the nerd stuff. But when it comes to the money part, believe me, these guys, they don't know what the fuck they're saying. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. I feel bad for people, actually. But anyways, the halving happened. And like I told you, nothing happened. And, when people said, like, it's going to make the price do something, like how? Right? Just because I shut down a gold mine in South Africa doesn't mean the price of gold out here just rises all of a sudden, does it? No. All right, anyways, guys, fuck all that. So, halving happened, and look. That's that. All right. Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is now $8,768. Buyers and sellers. That's what makes price move. Nothing else. I mean, it's very basic. This isn't rocket science what we're doing here. All right. Bitcoin price is now $8,768. And when I left you on Saturday, it was $9,740. So that is a 980 something dollar drop. All right. 980 something dollar drop. All right. The usual Bitcoin movements. All right. Oh yeah, but it did drop, right? So yeah. Look, and so did everything else. So, I mean, I know it's coronavirus time and I know money's tight, so that's why you notice I haven't been preaching accumulate, because I know that right now it's kind of, for most people, now's not the time for accumulation, right? So, but if you can afford it, remember, everything went down this week. end this weekend. And so, you know, if you can't afford it and stuff, I mean, I know some of you are working from home and you're perfectly fine. So, I mean, continue with the operation. Just because Corona's here, it doesn't change anything. Keep accumulating. All right. Top 10 the day, brothers. Usual suspects. Top 10. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tether, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, Binance Coin, EOS, and Tezos still holding on to number 10. Look. Market moves of the day. Single digits up to single digits down. 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 2. Single digits up to single digits down. All right. Let's take a look who lost money today. You see anything on here you like, go get it because it is on sale. Like I said, the whole market went on sale this weekend. So, top 10 loser of the day. Top 10 loser of the day. Crypterium, Ave. What's that say? Oh, Flexicoin, MadeSafe Coin, Numeraire, Ox, Bytecoin, Ripio Credit, Synthetics Network, and Hive. Let's see who made money today. Top 10 gainers. Unibright, Redcoin, Theta, BHEX Token, Ren, Decentraland, Horizon, Matic Network, Monocoin, and Engine Coin. All right, brothers and sisters, let's take a look at the total market cap. We're working with 240.7. So, holy shit. Oh, well, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's right, because of the thrashing that happened this weekend. All right. So, the total market cap right now is $240.7 billion. When I left you on Saturday, it was $266 billion even. So we went way down. Let's just call that $25.3 billion. Look, let's look at the 24-hour volume, folks. What do we got? 179.3. All right. Oh, that's significant. Today's 24-hour volume is 179.3. When I left you on Saturday, it was 159.5. So we've gone up 20. Oh, yeah, about 20,000. Oh, sorry. 20 billion. All right. Well, great. All right. Let's continue. Look. All right. Bang. Chainlink brings verifiable randomness to Ethereum. So, you know, randomness is important. When I was a kid, right, I used to program computers, and there would actually be functions you could call just for randomness. Yeah. Like, you know, have you ever played a video game where, you know, if you start the level over again, it's the exact same game, right? Does that make sense? Hold on. What I'm trying to say? Do you understand, like, sorry, that's not the way to say it. But, you know, you start a video game on a level on a game, and you go through it, and then say your character dies. So you start it over again, and it's the exact same thing happening again, right? Well, with randomness, the game can actually make, even though the level is the same level you're playing, like the same level of the game, it'll change what happens, right? Like, instead of the guy shooting at you from, you know, the window up at the top left, you know, a guy will shoot at you from an alley on the right now or something. You know what I mean? Randomness. Yeah, and also, like, for, you know, like, obviously casino games, right? Like, right? You have to, when you roll the dice or whatever, yeah, they got to come out randomly, right? It can't just be, you know what's coming next. Anyways, I didn't really explain that very well, but do you guys get what I'm saying? Randomness, like it's important to you guys get what I'm saying, right? I didn't explain it very well, but I'm trying to think of a better fucking example. Yeah, the best is I can think of is like a casino game, like craps, where you roll the dice. So imagine you have a craps game at home, like a video game on your computer. And, well, when you turn it on, you roll the dice. The dice keep coming up different, right? Yeah, randomly, right? Rather than if you just kept turning on every time you turned on the game, the first roll would always be this, and the second roll would always be that. No, it's random, right? It's whatever. You don't know, even though it's the same game and everything, right? All right, anyways, man. On May 11th, Chainlink announced the launch of a verifiable random function that enables generation of on-chain trusted randomness. It is undergoing security review on the testnet where it is available for integration testing. Initially, it will work with the Ethereum blockchain. Bang. Benefits to gaming. Oh, so this is kind of like it. But I explained to you a thing, but let me see if they explain it here. Although this may sound... I didn't read this article, actually. I just found it right now. Like, you can see the article's only... Oh, it's 10 hours old? Well, I just found it right now, so I just grabbed it. I was like, oh, what? Chainlink Ethereum? Nice. All right. So, although this may sound like something that only mathematicians or rocket scientists would care about, it has quite a few very, very practical applications. Chainlink's founder and CEO, Sergey Nazarov, speaking to Cointelegraph, pointed out how it would solve some of the problems inherent to gaming. Right. That's what it was when I was programming. It was about, making the game change what it's doing randomly, right? So that every time you played it wasn't just the same thing. It changes a bit. In blockchain gaming, the thesis is that my decentralized blockchain-based game will be something that's immune to the problems of centralized gaming. And the problems of centralized gaming is mainly focused around ideas that either the people who created the game manipulated it to their benefit, or they devalued the goods in the game, or they showed they closed down or something. Oh, I don't understand what the fuck that was even about there. Don't be fooled by bad randomness. Right. Hold on a second. Choosing the right source of randomness is paramount in building secure and fair applications. For example, if one uses a compromised source of randomness when creating a seed for their Bitcoin wallet, it may lead to the user losing his assets. All procedures for generating random numbers can be split into two main categories, true and pseudo-random. True randomness can be generated with some basic procedures such as throwing a dice or flipping a coin, or by observing natural phenomena like the decay of radioactive elements or atmospheric noise. The pseudo-randomness is generated computationally, typically with the help of a pseudo-random number generator, PRNG. In practice, the latter is used much more prominently because it can be conveniently integrated into various computer applications. Making sure that the random numbers generated by these algorithms are truly unpredictable is the key. Until now, even decentralized applications had to rely on a centralized source of randomness. All right, come on. How much more is this shit? All right. Chainlink's on-chain verifiable randomness. I don't want to bore you because I know that you probably think it's boring, but it is important. It's important for a lot of reasons. Also for, well, like, when you, what is it? Is it Binance, right? When you log in, you got to use that Google Authenticator thing, right? And it just generates random numbers, right? And then you put those 3 numbers in, right? 3 or 4, I don't remember. And yeah, that's randomness. And so, right, if someone had the algorithm to that or could break it down and know which numbers would come next, well, they could hack people's accounts, right? There's a little example that we all use that's randomness, right? That authenticator thing. I think we use it for Coinbase too, right? All right. Chainlink's approach to the problem uses old cryptographic primitives and takes advantage of decentralized incentivization. A smart contract that wants to make use of Chainlink's VRF passes along a seed to the node, which then uses its secret key to generate a random number. The result, along with the cryptographic proof, is published on chain. Anyone can verify it with the oracle's public key, the same way as a Bitcoin signature can be verified with the public key. A malicious node cannot return a forged random number because the signature will not match. The worst it could do is not return a response. In that case, it will be punished monetarily. Punished. Okay. That's how they're going to do it. So the first use case that the company is exploring is an Ethereum game called Pool Together. Although it is called a game, it is more of a mechanism that incentivizes savings. The interest that participant accrue gets bundles, and then periodically a single participant is selected to receive this reward. Until now, the admin for the game was using a highly centralized source of randomness, which could potentially become a source of contention. Anyways, lately Chainlink has been one of the more active projects. I know, we've been reading about these mamba jambas for a minute here. Announcing several partnerships and integrations. Also, as Cointelegraph has reported, one of its early investors believes that Link could soar above 25 in the near future. All right, well, bang. Let's see about that. But yeah, randomness. So here's another use case for Chainlink. Randomness is important. I know it sounds stupid, but anyone who's a computer programmer out there, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Yeah, it's serious. And so there it is. Chainlink's going to do it for Ethereum. Bang! All right. Let's move on. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about some money. Bang! Family offices and high net worth individuals dominate crypto hedge fund industry, which doubled in 2019. So the numbers in here are going to sound a little small. Oh, and I want to thank, hold on, hold on a second. And I'm going to post it. Hold on a second, guys. And I'm going to post this for you guys tonight. I would like to thank, come on already. Bang. Astronomy Live. Thank you, Astronomy Live, for sending this. Yeah, I did check it out. So, and I'm going to post it tonight for everybody. So thank you very much, sir. Bang. That's our brother, Astronomy Live. All right. Okay, so, all right, so let's just read about it. That's all we can really do. Let's just get into it. Let's just get right in. According to a new survey from PricewaterhouseCoopers and Elwood Asset Management Limited, an investment firm specializing in digital assets, crypto-focused hedge funds assets under management, AUM, spiked in 2019. Now, that's what I wanted to mention. So these are hedge funds, but they're very special hedge funds they're talking about. So these numbers are going to seem small, but there's way more funds and everything that they didn't look into for this. And so actually when I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to post the article that Astronomy Live gave me I'll tweet it, and then I'll also put it in the comments. I'll pin it to the top of the comments tonight for this, or today, whatever, for this show. And then, and you can read it and see. So it's not all the hedge funds, because these numbers, hold on a second. These numbers are way, way small. But, hold on a second, guys. But, one second, guys. But, hold on, guys. Hold on. One of my trades is doing something. Hold on a second. But, this motherfucker here. All right. All right. Sorry. Shit, that just jumped off right this very second. All right. So, but it's a good indicator of what's happening, and it's growth, right? And so, if this section of the hedge fund industry is growing, you know, it's a good indication that a bunch of them are. So, let's take a look-see, shall we? Let's take a peek. So, according to a new survey from... we talked about that. So, a total AUM of these cryptocurrency-focused hedge fund doubled last year, rising from $1 billion in 2018 to over $2 billion in 2019. Now, is this worldwide? Is this just America? These crypto sites, they don't really... I've complained about them before here. They don't really do their due diligence. They don't give you enough information. Just barely enough. The average per fund also jumped from 21.9 million to 44 million. So these are smaller funds that these guys are looking at. 2009 was the year the price of Bitcoin surged upward 95%, ending 2018. Sorry, 95%. Ending 2018 at about 3,850, Bitcoin price soared to a high of 13.9 in 2019, only to the end of the year at nearly 7.2. The volatility of crypto markets offers many opportunities for quant traders, said Henry Arslanian. I've told you guys about quant PricewaterhouseCoopers global crypto leader and partner. I told you guys about quant traders. Quant traders, they're like scientists, right? They view the markets as a scientific endeavor. So they believe the math. It's all about the math, so they come up with secret algorithms and secret formulas and shit. Yeah, they have whole funds and everything. But they believe it's about the math. They come at the markets from a science perspective. I always laugh at quants because it's, well, if a fucking war breaks out tomorrow, did your math know that war was coming? So how about the price of that dollar dropping now, buddy? Yeah, did your fucking math know that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Math, that's why my philosophy, if you go to my Forex Factory profile, right, it says, what is your philosophy, right? And it's trade life. You have to trade what's happening in reality, right? No math. You see the coronavirus thing? Yeah, your fucking math wouldn't know that was coming, would it? Your math wouldn't. And once it came, your math wouldn't know it was here. And remember when I kept showing you guys bang, 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 the trends, and we were, the markets were just tanking, right? Remember, a few weeks ago when we were, 1,000 points a day down in the Dow Jones, 2,000 points down. Fuck, I think one day we had 3,000 points down, right? Yeah, your fucking math doesn't know that, does it? So, quants are just a bunch of bullshit to me. But anyways, the performance of crypto quant funds tends to be more linked with market volatility rather than market performance. All right. Crypto hedge fund industry to grow significantly. Litecoin top traded altcoin. Out of these finds, discretionary long-only funds, so these guys, long-only funds, they can't short, had the best median performance of 40%, with average gains of 42%. Discretionary long and short had both an average and a medium advance of 33%. Quantitative funds saw an average gain of 58% and a medium increase of 30%. The difference between the two figures implies there were some outsized outperformers. Multi-strategy funds saw a median increase of 15%. So most common strategies of crypto hedge funds. So here's what they do. So some of these, most of them are quantitative guys. So quants, they're using the math. Discretionary long only, discretionary long short, and then multi-strategy. So the quants, as you can see, are outpacing everybody. All right. Makes sense. They're math guys. They're tech nerd kind of guys, you know. They're mathematicians and tech nerds. Like, yeah. You know, like, that's how they come at the market. Like, they don't look at the market the way we do. Like, you know, looking at, you know, what are the PMI numbers? You know, what's the interest rates numbers? No. They don't believe in that. Well, they're just retarded. I mean, they're not retarded, actually. They're super smart, but just, right, they just believe some sort of magically these numbers and algorithms are going to know what to do, right? It's stupid. I mean, that shit works in normal markets or whatever. You know, but you know, if Microsoft comes out with, you know, or right now, like, look at this Corona stuff, right? So all these airlines are getting fucked over, right? They're losing all this money. Yeah, well, American Airlines comes out with bad earnings numbers. You're flipping, your algorithm's not going to know that. Anyways, you guys see what I'm saying? There's a good documentary about these guys. I think it's about the housing crash. It's on like PBS or something. If you go to PBS here in America, there's like a housing crash thing, and they talk about these quants. Anyways, blah 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 blah. Oh, so when it comes to investors of these hedge funds, family offices lead with 48% share, followed by high net worth individuals at 42. Exactly. So these aren't real proper hedge funds. Like I told you, regular hedge funds can't come here. They're not allowed to use their clients' money. So what a family office is, it's a hedge fund. These right here, a family office. It's a type of hedge fund, but it's called a family office because it's literally a family. You know, it's like a guy and his wife and kids, and they make a fund for their family. You know, they're rich, right, obviously, and they decide to trade their own money. So they set up a hedge fund, like at home, you know, buy a few Bloomberg terminals and start trading their own money. So that's why they are hedge funds. They're allowed to come here and trade because it's their own money, right? A regular hedge fund is not allowed to come here and, like, you know, like I've told you a million times, you know, put their clients' money on, you know, like BitMEX or something like that. No fucking way. No fucking way. If you got sued, you'd lose. You know, you're not allowed to do that. They have to be on regulated exchanges and just regulated everything, right? Everything. So that's why family offices can do that. And then obviously HNWIs, high net worth individuals, it's their money. They're allowed to do what they want with it. All right. And so venture capital funds or funds of funds and foundations or endowments accounted for only a few percent. However, none of the respondents cited pension funds. Arl Slanian said, I expect the crypto hedge fund industry to grow significantly over the coming years. Oh, it will. It fucking will. As investing in a crypto fund may be the easiest and most familiar entry point for many institutional investors, looking at entering this space. You daggone right it will. Oh, you daggone right it will. Wait till Fidelity starts unleashing these funds. Daggone! Holy. Brothers. Whoops. Oh, what happened here? Fucking Chrome. The fuck's this piece of shit all angry about? All right. Let's move on before it gets all stupid. Maybe crash my computer. I don't want to have to do this whole show again. All right. So as we reported, shit. Sorry there, guys. One second. La la la. All right. Whoops. As we reported, Grayscale had a record first quarter of 2020, despite the Bitcoin price crash by about 50% in a day, in line with stock market triggered by coronavirus fear, dominated by hedge funds. Last week, Paul Tudor Jones, yes, this is that big hedge fund guy last week who said he's allocated 1 to 2% of his clients' money in Bitcoin. Yes. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot. But these are the kind of guys, they're hedge fund guys. They have their clients' money in lots of shit. And so, you know what I mean? Like, it's like 10% stocks, 10% bonds, 5% MBS, 20% CDOs. That's how they do it with their clients. So, don't get worried about that 1 to 2% part. Fidelity Investment has something like $5 trillion under management. Yeah. Well, imagine if they just put 1% of their clients' money in this space, which they probably are going to. Look. That's more than the fucking market cap of the market right now. Yeah, right? Dang on, just from Fidelity. You'll see. That's what's exactly going to happen here, man. Once we get these regulations and these guys can just start unleashing stuff, you'll see. Told you, soccer mom and dad, they're going to be in Fidelity 401ks. They're going to have Fidelity college savings funds. You'll see. All right, but let's just stay with the reality of today. Oh, this guy, Tudor Jones, right. Oh, yeah. So last week he announced that he's buying Bitcoin, calling it a hedge against inflation. He also said his fund could allocate to Bitcoin futures. Buying. I'm about to read you about Bitcoin futures right now, right after this story. When a guy like that talks, motherfuckers listen. He's a big dog. A major player. Renowned. You know what I mean? When people like that hear, like, what? Tudor's getting into crypto? For real? Oh, I got to get into crypto. You know how it goes. Everyone wants to follow along, right? Like, oh, well, that's smart money. I got to get in, right? That was an amazing announcement, that guy saying that. Before that, $75 billion hedge fund Renaissance Technologies said its Medallion Fund is permitted to enter into Bitcoin futures transactions. According to the survey, 97% of the respondents traded Bitcoin, 67% traded Ethereum, 38% traded XRP, XRP and Litecoin, 31% Bitcoin Cash, and 25% EOS. The report said, it is interesting to note that Litecoin was mentioned by funds as one of their top traded altcoins, despite its market cap being relatively smaller than the other mentioned altcoins. Oh, whatever, man. But anyway, so bang! So there are the numbers. The hedge funds are coming in. It's growing. They've almost doubled up in a year. And and like I said, these are family offices and stuff like that. These aren't normal hedge funds. Like when you read the report, like I said, I'm going to put the report on I'll tweet it tonight, and I'll pin it to the top of the comments in the YouTube video, and then you guys can check it out. And so it describes it right in the video. It's not a video. In their report, it says the kind of hedge funds that they question. So, But bang, they've grown. And so that's amazing. And like I said, like once we get, so you got to think of it this way. Real hedge funds, like the main guys, the guys who aren't allowed to get here, they're seeing all these family offices and all these other people getting in. They're hearing about Tudor getting in. Yeah, they want daggone in, buddy. They want daggone in. So this is amazing. And I'm going to show you something else that's fucking amazing right here. Bang! Ethereum ecosystem enters next market expansion with launch of a first ever Ethereum futures contract in the USA. Bang! Yes. Physically settled Ethereum futures are coming to America. ErisX is dropping this. And so these are licensed and regulated. The hedge fund boys can come get it. No problem. And now, the real reason I love this is this. Everybody, most people, when they just hear that word cryptocurrency, right? So I've said this before, right? They're always just thinking about the Bitcoin, right? Stable coins, like this money stuff, right? But with Ethereum, they're going to learn, this isn't one of these money things. What is it? It has these things called smart contracts. Oh, what are those? They do this. They're going to see all the companies that are using Ethereum, right? And they're going to start realizing that there's more to this blockchain than Bitcoin, right? And there's more to, first of all, there's more to this crypto space than Bitcoin, and that there's more to this crypto space than wannabe money, right? There's actual companies that are actually doing stuff, right? And they're going to realize this ain't anything different than your Microsoft, than your Facebook, just another fucking tech company. Just another tech company offering services. That's it. It's all this shit is. IBM, just like an IBM, offering services, right? And they're going to get past the cryptocurrency word, the currency word. That's the part that is killing this whole space is currency. When you're trying to make it wannabe money stuff. That's what's killing this whole space. These guys should, I don't know, just say what you are. You're a blockchain services provider and start using that language. But anyways, that language, or sorry, not that language, but once these guys do their homework about Ethereum, and they start realizing, this thing does something, they're going to do homework about other blockchains around here and start realizing, what's this fucking thing? VeChain. Holy shit, it's being used by what? This thing IOTA, what? Being used by what the shit? What? Right? Chainlink, what the hell? Oh, they're blockchaining up there. What? Right? They're going to start learning. And so, to me, that's what's more amazing about this Ethereum thing is that, these guys are going to have to learn about Ethereum. Obviously, if you're going to invest in something, you learn about it first. Or if you're interested in, you learn about it first. And in their learning of this, they're going to learn that there's more to this crypto space than cryptocurrencies, that there are blockchain services providers that actually do real business. You know what I'm saying? And that's the power. That's what I really think is so beautiful about this Ethereum thing, is that once they do their homework on it and realize, first of all, they're going to do their homework on Ethereum and they're going to see PricewaterhouseCoopers is on it. A whole bunch. We read a whole bunch. My gosh, I can't even remember the names. My brain's freezing right here. And they're going to see, wow, this is a real thing, right? And then they'll, check out, probably see like a Cardano. What? PricewaterhouseCoopers. What? VeChain. What? You see what I'm saying? So it's more valuable to me. This thing is more valuable to this space in terms of an educational beginning for someone, for a hedge fund guy who begins to learn about the true blockchain, right? Not just currency part, this cryptocurrency stuff. And that's what this is to me. That's the most important thing. But I mean, also it's going to bring us liquidity and stuff and stuff like that. So, but even more than that, I think that's the major thing. These guys are going to get educated about blockchains. There's more than just Bitcoin and, this wannabe money stuff. Like I told you, like, these guys aren't stupid, right? So whenever they hear shit like, mass adoption, everyone's going to use Bitcoin to buy coffee and shit, they laugh at that. They're like, fuck you. Are you fucking stupid? But when they see shit like this and like see that working product that's actually doing something, that's actually being deployed in industry, helping out the supply chains, helping out data flow, helping, whatever, All right, so enough of my yap. Let me just get a sip and then we'll move on. So this is amazing. I think this is amazing on many levels. So, physically settled Ethereum futures contracts are now available. Chicago-based exchange ErisX launched the contracts on Monday. This marks the first Ether futures contracts in the U.S. of A. Individual and institutional investors will be able to trade the contracts fully regulated by the CFTC, Commodities Futures Trading. So these are regulated. So this is good to go. Starting today. Based on Ethereum USD and trading alongside the firm's spot market, the ErisX Ethereum futures will have monthly and quarterly expirations. So you can buy a monthly contract or you could buy a quarterly contract. And then you actually receive Ethereum when the contract is up if you decide to let the contract expire. ErisX, which is backed by leading investors, Fidelity, bang! Holy brothers, Fidelity alone. NASDAQ and TD Ameritrade, among others, confirms that Ethereum has spawned a massive network that has reached multiple verticals and generated a thriving market, numerous use cases, and a demand for derivatives. Since its launch in 2000, so here's what the guy says. Since its launch in 2015, the Ethereum community has grown to include speculators, product developers, and organizations and enterprise that include governmental, nonprofit, and for-profit entities. Use cases for Ethereum and its native crypto asset Ether currently run the gamut from potential financial and commercial applications, prediction markets, voting and identity systems, digitized physical assets, unique non-fungible digital assets, trading and exchange applications, payments and remittances, to data management platforms and beyond. Bang! Yeah, when you fucking... I like that part. When you hear about all that we read about what Ethereum does and, the onboardings and that, but when you hear it all said in one thing, you're like, dang God, right? Ethereum's doing a lot, right? They do a lot. You kind of really don't think of it. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I really didn't think of it in... I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. It just didn't seem like they were doing much, right? Like nothing, like much was happening. In a sort of sense, like yes, the DeFi stuff and yes, the distributed apps, but when the guy sort of puts it all together for you in one thing, and in one sentence here, yeah, it shows you the true extent of the Ethereum ecosystem, right? And what we read the other day, right? That one company saying why they wanted to use Ethereum because it's not centrally controlled, right? So no one can jack up the prices, right? Isn't that what he said? What company was that? Hold on. Right? It was a big one too, wasn't it? Well, I know it was bigger. Where was that one? Anyway, man, I'm not gonna waste your time, but yeah, you guys remember. Daggone, what was that? It was a huge one, right? But anyways, it's pretty, it's pretty good about Ethereum. The firm also points to a recent notice by the CFTC urging participants in the crypto space to seek out regulated entities as a sign of greater participation between regulators and companies offering cryptocurrencies and blockchain-based services. Obviously, the CFTC is telling you to look for regulated stuff. So here's what the CFTC said. Amid the current market volatility, beware of social media posts that tout digital assets or Forex. If someone offers to trade for you, make sure they are CFTC registered before sending Bitcoin or credit card info. If not, the offer could be a fraud. All right. As the cryptocurrency industry matures and continues to attract big money, regulated platforms are expanding to mimic traditional markets. Exactly. That's what's happening here. That's what this whole channel is about. Teaching you and showing you and the building of the market. It's an asset class. Yeah, well, you got to build a market around it. You can't trade it. You can't make money off it if you don't have the investment vehicles, the futures, the swaps, the exchanges, the custody, the insurance. Like all of these little things, are actually the infrastructure of what makes a market, right? And so, as the industry matures and continues to attract big money, regulated platforms are expanding to mimic traditional markets, to bring the traditional stuff over here. ErisX says that its matching engine preserves equal access to access to participants to prevent market manipulation, while the platform provides markets price discovery, liquidity, and collateral efficiencies in a fully regulated environment. That's the ErisX is fully regulated. Remember, we just read about them. They got their NYDFS approval. Fuck, that was Friday, wasn't it? Or Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah. May 8th, they got their NYDFS license. So they are fully regulated, locked, cocked, and ready to rock. So ErisX announced last week that here it is right here. ErisX announced last week that it received a BIT license from the New York State Department of Financial Services, the NYDFS, which allows the firm to service New York customers who want to buy and sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on the ErisX platform. So, bang! The first Ethereum futures, regulated Ethereum futures, right? I mean, BitMEX and all them have them already, but institutions aren't going for that shit. But ErisX ones, they will. And so, amazing in that it brings liquidity to the market. First of all, brings more money into the market. It helps the price of Ethereum because these are physically settled, meaning the people who buy these contracts are actually going to take physical custody of the Ethereum, meaning that, that takes them off the market, creating scarcity. So that helps the price. And, but most of all, what I love is it makes these guys learn that there's more to this crypto thing than these currencies. Well, these wannabe money things. Like, these are real companies. These are real tech companies. These are real companies providing real value to industry, to governments, to organizations all around the world. And they're daggone worth investing in. And so, you know what I mean? I told you guys the stories of, my buddies first used to tell me about Bitcoin and shit, right? I was like, who gives a fuck about some wannabe money crap? But then when I started learning about, forget about the Bitcoin part, but the blockchain part and what people were doing with that, it was like, all right, this is interesting. And so, I'm assuming, if that's what happened to me, well, I'm assuming that's what's going to happen to a lot of people, right? When you hear cryptocurrency, you just think of the Bitcoin money stuff. Once you realize, forget the currency part and just think of blockchain, well, now you see the true value. You see the future. I mean, the whole world is going to be blockchained, right? So here it is, brothers and sisters. Bang! That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it. All right. Let's check out what everyone's doing over here. Look, Miniam. Larry brother, see brother. Bang. Oh, Sweetie said physically settled. Yeah. What's Miniam talking about here? I know. CB News, what's up, Miniam? U.S. banking regulator suggests federal licensing framework for crypto firms. I know. That's what this guy's suggesting. But I mean, he's not the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy ain't the SEC. He ain't the CFTC. He works for, I can't remember what office he works for. The office of something of the comptroller of currency or something like that. But yeah, this guy, he doesn't have power or anything. So yeah, fuck him. Oh, and this is what I just talked about. Look at this guy. CB News, what's up, Banium? Holy fucking cow. Bang. Breaking, crypto exchange announces launch of physically settled Ethereum futures. Daggone right, Banium. You daggone right they did. And that's the appropriate level of bang that should be applied to this. That's the appropriate level of bang right there, brother. A judicious use of the word. So we just read it. Physically settled futures. It's going to bring liquidity. It's going to take them off the market, creating scarcity, thus driving the price up. And second of all, my part that I like the most is, once people have to do their homework and see the value of blockchain, that's going to make them look around in this space a lot harder. And so when these regulations finally do come, and they will, we read about the 32 laws that were in Congress, sitting in our Congress anyway, here in America right now. Right? 32 blockchain and crypto laws are sitting in Congress right now. So these laws are coming. Regulations coming. There is a tsunami. Oh, yes. A tsunami of money that's going to get here one day, folks. Look. Huh? So that's what I love. And when that tsunami arrives, hopefully these guys will have done their homework, which they will have. Well, the analysts will have done it for them, for the hedge fund guys. And they're going to come in here and fucking tear this place apart. They're going to, the amount of money that's going to come to this space are going to drive prices. I told you, like the .com bubble. This place is going to end up being like the .com bubble one day. You'll see. Where everyone's just falling over themselves to get in, before the next guy does, right? So, and like I said, like that guy Tudor, all right, that major hedge fund guy, when he says he's coming into Bitcoin, he's got Bitcoin, well, now other guys are going to be, oh my gosh, running here. So amazing, yes. Bang! All right. Sweetie. Physically settled. Yeah, she saw that too. Look, sweetie. See you, sweetie. Love you, sweetie. Bang. I saw you said you walked the dog on the GBP today. So let me show you a little something. So this is what I wanted to show you. Because I was talking to her in the privately, but I want to show everybody, all of you who are doing the Forex. So you notice lately, like really we're kind of going sideways, right? You see we're ranging. If you take your trend lines and just draw trend lines, right? You could see we are ranging. See that one? Take a line here. Oops, hold on a second. Right? We are ranging right now. You see that? It's a channel. You see how the price is bouncing in that channel? And so you see how we were trending. So you see over on the left side of the screen, you see how prices swing, bang, swing, bang, swing, bang, swing, bang, swing, and then bang, and then we started ranging. So what I want to tell you guys is, you guys who are trading Forex right now, just keep that in mind. A lot of this shit is ranging right now. I mean, there's trades to be had. I'm in this right now. This is the only thing I'm in right now. And it doesn't look like it's fucking doing fuck all. The British pound against the Australian dollar to go down. Now, it's a risky trade. Not risky. I mean, I'm not going to lose money, but I just, as you can see, we're near the lows of, what was that? Of last year, right? This is December 2019 right here, where my mouse is right here. So we're near the lows. And so we'll see if this trade actually works out. This is price target here, which would be the low. And so we'll see, but, right, you can see the trend, right? In the 4 hour, bang, look, bang, look, bang, look, bang, and then look, and then a little bang there, and then hopefully down. But we'll see. That's the only thing I'm in. Honestly, I think it's going to be a super, super slow week. And the reason being is these ranges. And so what I want to see, so I don't know if Hector taught you guys in the videos, but he does teach you. But I don't know if he showed you in chapter 1 and 2. I think it's later in the course, but maybe he did, right? When you have a price pattern like this, you just wait for it the same way you do. Where's another price pattern? Hold on. Oh, here's another one. You wait, you see how it is? Right? So here is the swings. Swing, bang, swing, bang, swing, bang, swing, bang, swing, bang, and then range. Then we got caught in the range. And so we're ranging. People trade these ranges, actually. There's range traders. They find a good range, and what they do is, well, when it hits what they do is they set an alert on their trend line. And when price hits the trend line, like say the top one, all right, they sell. When it hits the bottom one, they buy. When it hits the top one, they sell. They just keep doing that all the way until it ends, right? And so I don't do that though. I don't range trade. And if you want to range trade, how it works is you wait till it breaks out of the trend line, breakout pullback, and then say we're going short. Breakout pullback the same way as we do any other trade. And then bang. The problem is, all right, well, where's the price targets? Because it's a range, right? So it's not like when you put the Fibonacci's on a nice trend where you could see the prices and everything, the price targets, right? So just a little thought. And sweetie, so be careful this week when you're trading. We're ranging a lot. And so, what looks like a good trade all of a sudden turns on you. You notice I've been saying that the past couple weeks? Right? I'm like, fuck, man, I got into this fucking trade. Wake up, bang, it's gone against me. Right? Perfectly good setup. Right? Because I got caught in the range. Right? Obviously, you can't see a range happening until, it happens a little while. And then you can put your trend lines on and see that it's there. So just be careful, everybody, this week. Personally, I'm going to be taking it easy, real slow, and waiting for price to break out of these ranges. And just get back to normal fucking trending markets. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, all right. So let's get back here and get back to normal trending markets. But you can trade those, right? And people do. So but I don't, but it's doable. All right. Let's move on. Oh, so let's give Sweetie another one. Yes. Bye. See you, Sweetie. What's Biniam talking about here? Biniam. CB News. Yes, Biniam, what's up? CME says volume surge shows strong institutional interest before Bitcoin halving. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well, I would just say, these websites like to mush two things together. There's a Bitcoin halving, which is one event, and there is a surge in buying. That's another event. The two have nothing to go together. I hate when crypto sites do that. They mush things together like Bitcoin drops $1,000 amid coronavirus. The coronavirus has nothing to do with the fucking price of the fucking Bitcoin. You know what I mean? They mush two whole different topics together and try to make a story out of it or something. It's pathetic. Anyways. But the volumes did surge. Yes. Did we read about that the other day or no? I know, I did see that. Yeah, we did actually. Oh, yeah, we read about it. Oh, we read about that already. All right. Look, all right, Minium, great. Let's move on. CoinDesk, what we got here? CB News, what's up, Minium? CB News, Bitcoin dominance is making investors rich, thanks to crypto hedge funds. Yeah, huh? Oh, that's what we just read. Okay. I see. All right, then here's everybody, and then let's get out of here. All right, perfect. Papa Doc, let everybody see you there. Bye. Bollywood, let everybody see you there. Bye. Yeah, drop out, you son of a bitch. Look, bye. Look, bye. Look, bye. Got you wrong, guys. Yes. Bye. Let everybody. God dang, let everybody see you there. Bye. Bren C, Spy Lady, love you, Lady C Lady. Bye. Daryl Duran, let everybody see you there. Bye. Edward. Ditko and the Ditko family. Family that cryptos together stays together. Look. Bye. Love you, brother. Moon landing 420. 420 is good. Look. Bye. I'm going to have a little 420 as I upload this motherfucker. Look. Red scanner. See you, brother. Bye. All right. And a couple more. Ricardo. Let everybody see you, brother. Bye. That's it. That's everybody. That's good. Bang. Look. Bang. Look. Yeah. Welcome back. All right. So we had a great show for you today. So Chainlink, rip-roaring again. Now, I know it was a weird story, randomness, right? But randomness is important, right? Like, you have to think about it. Like, how do you trust, if you're playing a game online, right? Well, how do you trust that those, the dice you're throwing in the game or whatever are really random, or that the game isn't manipulating it so that it just beats you, right? By the throwing of the dice, it just makes you crap out or whatever, right? Or even like a poker game, like it just keeps giving itself better cards to beat you. You've got, a full house of aces. Oh, and not just always, obviously it just all of a sudden has a straight flush. The fuck, right? You see, randomness has to be truly random, and so randomness is important. Like, not just video games, but that's what I know it from, to tell you the truth. But I'm sure there's applications in randomness for, well, many things. Like the guy said, a Bitcoin key generator or something, he said, right? You have to have true randomness or someone could, go back and decipher the keys and stuff. So, good stuff. I'm not sure if you'd call this an onboarding. I don't know. Ethereum doesn't. Are they going to pay Chainlink to do this? I don't know what you'd call this, actually, to tell you the truth. But, I mean, Chainlink ain't just going to do this thing for free. So, I mean, I don't know how this is going to work. So, we'll see, and we'll figure it out, and we'll be back at it later. We'll read about that again down the road if there's any more information about it. And then, crypto hedge funds doubled in 2019. Here comes the money. Whoops. 1 second. All right. I'm back. All right, here comes the money. Slowly but surely. Again, that's the kind of money that can come here, right? Family offices, high net worth individuals. Look, we're waiting. The money I'm waiting for and that I preach about around these parts, is mega institutional money. We're waiting for the mega money to come get the regulated stuff. And so this is all amazing. Well, okay, so let me not downplay the story. It's amazing. If these guys could, they would come. So we'll see how that goes. And then finally, ErisX to launch its first Ethereum, the first Ethereum futures in the USA. Bang! And so now talking about buying institutions that can only buy regulated stuff. Well, this is some regulated stuff. Yeah, here's these futures right here. These are regulated, so they will be able to come get these. And so That's going to bring liquidity to the market. That's going to take the Ethereums off the market, thus creating scarcity. But like I said, for me, what's more important is these guys are going to do their homework and realize that these blockchains do stuff, right? They're actually servicing industry, you know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when these guys read about like VeChain with Walmart, with BMW, you know, PricewaterhouseCoopers, all this, they're going to be like, holy shit, really? Like this blockchain crap? I didn't know they did all this. What the hell? What the hell? Like, right? It'll be a surprise. And so a good surprise, a nice surprise, and that'll make them bring their money in here. And so I'm so happy about this Ethereum thing. Sure, for the liquidity, and I own Ethereum, so a bunch of Ethereum, and so yes, I hope it helps the price go up. But I'm not worried about that. I'm waiting for the institutions really. But what really the joy for me is that these guys are going to learn there's more to this place than this wannabe money stuff. They're actually just like a tech company, just like any other tech company, servicing industry and onboarding clients. Bang! All right, well, that's it. Let's chill it and kill it. Bang! Let's get you back to your wives and lives. So, subscribe below, press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. Greatest show in the multiverse. Yes. And look. My name's Shomari Clarke. Love talking money, love talking crypto. This is the favorite time of my day. So, thank you for having me in your home. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll be back at it again. So, subscribe here. Watch this video here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. My name is Shomari Clarke. I'm always on duty. Look. Bye. Yes. Over and out.